The surgery and the aftermath, and were you when they put you under for surgery after that?
I was out. Like I said, they did the surgery on June 10th, and then after June 10th, I went into recovery. And I spent that night. My wife spent the night over, and the following morning, a doctor came in and said I had problems with the heart and everything, and they took me down. They did a whole bunch of tests, and they didn't find anything. In the meantime, what they did is they put me back again in ICU, intensive care, so they can monitor me. Actually, it was for the heart attack, not for anything else. I went back to recovery the following day, and I started having pains, abdomen pain and growing pains, and they told me now it was just probably swollen and through the surgery and everything. Well, my wife opens my gown, and I was already had a septic shot already, and through the drains there were blood clots coming out. So everything just went nuts. I mean, the doctor came back in. They told my wife that I had to go for a second surgery to fix what happened, because they had done already the MRI X-rays, and they saw the sutures had broken down in the intestines where they meet, and I had to go into a septic shock. Well, when I came out, that's when they told my wife I wasn't going to make it. I was already on a septic shock. All my organs had failed. And they told her to go ahead and start making arrangements, because I was not going to make it overnight. And she actually she refused. It's kind of emotional for me, because I was out for like almost 70 days, but what my family went through, it was unbelievable. She never gave up. She never gave up, and my kids either. And I came out of it after like 60-something, 70-something days, and my body just came back up, little by little. They went through dialysis, and my whole nervous system was done. I had gone down from 450 pounds to like almost 200-something pounds. I had lost that much weight that fast at that time. I went through recovery again. As far as therapy in the hospital, she would stay with me. I mean, the moment I came in the hospital to the moment I went out, my kids and my wife stayed with me. They didn't leave my sight, not even 1 minute. I remember the head nurse, the one in charge in ICU, told her, "Well, what are you staying? What are you doing?" He goes, "No, we're staying here." He goes, "Well, I'll give you the conference room, and you can sleep on the conference room every night, but you got to be out of there by 7 because we got meetings." And she did that. She did that with my kids. They slept on top of the table.
How old were your kids at the time?
Jonathan was about 13, and Jennifer about 15. And then they went through all that. The hospital was excellent. Those ladies, those nurses, they became, actually, it's funny because my wife says she made sure that they understood who I was, what kind of patient I was in there, that I was a father, a good husband, and they needed me. So, sorry.
No.
They became a family. We all became a family. I was gone. I didn't even know what was going on, but they actually became a family. They gave her food coupons so they can have dinner at the hospital and be there next to me. And like I said, little by little, finally when I came out of coma, I was paralyzed from the neck down, and that's when the therapy started. All the neurological testing and dialysis and everything they had to go through. Finally, when I came out of the hospital, I came out on a wheelchair with limitations. I couldn't bathe myself, I couldn't wash my teeth, shave. So actually, I had to learn all that. And the one that taught me back all that was my wife.
Do you remember, as you came out, do you remember the first thing you saw, the first, what you remember?
People ask me if I saw the light, if I saw this, and I never saw anything.
I mean, when you came out of the coma, and when you knew You know, when you woke up again and saw your
I remember
family
being
again.
in the room and looking at the TV on, and I didn't know what had happened. And it was that many days after that, you know, she told me what happened. I did, during my, I guess, my coma stage, I guess you come out of it, or you just open your eyes and you sense something, and you go back into the sleep again. And every time I remember, she was there, you know. But other than that, I don't remember much. As far as, you know, little things that happened that, I'll tell you real quick. On the house, the only thing that I can really actually remember was, I guess, I came around the house, and I guess this is what I thought, you know, sleeping or thinking. I came around the house and I saw a party in the back side of the house, and I said, Jesus Christ, I passed away and they're already celebrating. You know, and I see my wife with a skinny guy dancing and my kids happy and everything. And I said, I can't believe I just passed away and she already has somebody else. You know? And that was it. So when I came back, I started talking to her about everything that I had seen and everything. And it happened that, like, after a year later, she did a party for me on June 3rd to celebrate what had happened to me, because we joke around. He says that's when I was born again. And I realized that at one moment in the party, I was dancing with her, and I realized that I had seen myself a year before skinny with her dancing. So everything that was happening that same moment, I had seen it when I was in coma, and I had seen what I was gonna the party that I was gonna have. And you know, those are little things like that. A couple more things that we got to go detail, but I mean, other than that, like I said, people, you see the white lighter? I didn't see no white lighter. I was gone. I came out, and like I said, I looked at the TV and I thought I just came out of surgery. And then, you know, she started telling me what was going on, and from there on, it was just a struggle, because I didn't know how to take a bath, take a shower or anything. And then after I came out of the coma, I was about another month and a half in the hospital. And she helped me. She helped me everything. She actually told the nurses I would take care of her, and the nurses would let her give me a bath, shave me, and everything. And then when we came home, it was the same way until I started doing it all on my own.